Hi, and welcome to another episode of AdTastic. I'm your host, Tony Stanall, and today we bring on board Bobbiette Swanson of Soar Career Services. Welcome, Bobbiette.
Thank you so much, Tony. I'm happy to be here.
Now, I understand that you have a career in helping people as an executive recruiter, and then with career coaching. So, why don't you tell us a little about your journey?
In my former life, over 2 decades ago, I worked as an executive I worked as an executive recruiter, and I worked in several different industries. The first 9 years was exclusively in IT, and I worked, as recruiters say, on both sides of the house or a full desk. So that meant
Yep.
I marketed for new client companies, and I recruited candidates all over the country and in some cases internationally. And from there, I went on to other industries, commercial construction, commercial insurance, finance, just sales, and a number of different industries that I worked in, and really enjoyed it. But the thing that I enjoyed most about it was the part where I got to help change lives um,
hmm
for, for my clients, those that had moved away from the small city to join the big city, and now they had families and wanted to move back home to, have a quality of life, and the children with the grandparents, and also quality of business for my clients, bringing
hmm
in top talent for them. So that's what I did. I was successful with it. I earned awards. I earned pacesetter trips in five-star places around the world, and so that was awesome. But then I decided that it was time for me to take off that hat and put on a different hat, because the thing that I enjoyed most, as I mentioned, was helping to change lives and create legacy. And so that was working with with the candidates who are now my clients. So I started that about 7 years ago, the career services side of it, and I've been writing resumes, LinkedIn profiles, and um, and new things recently, and with advisory resumes, and also biographies, and and of course, preparing people for that all important job interview. So I'll stop
Now,
here. Let's get a
yeah,
word in
Bob,
edgewise.
now, Bobbiette, I need to ask, since you've been doing this a while, what special career needs are you seeing that people have now? Post pandemic, let's call it, than prior.
Well, I would say that a majority of my clients are continue to be interested in wanting to work remotely.
Okay.
In a big way, they became used to it, and got acclimated to it, and so some of the family members, a spouse is working from home, and they want to continue working from home. Uh, so I would say that that is one of the major differences that I see today.
Gotcha. Last question. We have a few seconds left. You say
Sure.
you improve people's resumes. Where do resumes start when you see them in terms of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, and where do they end up after you're finished with them? Just quick question.
Well, it's easier for me to tell you where they end up, and that's a 10,
Okay.
of course. But I would say, to answer your question, Tony, I would just say that be careful about the those resumes that are templates out there that have a place for your picture and lots of
Mm,
boxes that want you to format information over here. They look beautiful, but when it comes to uploading that information into an ATS or applicant tracking system, it throws everything off. And so, although it looks
wow,
great, it's not that great. And HR people don't want to see your picture on the resume. It's a problem for them with the government. They could be sued for preferences. And so it's kind of weird because you can have it on the LinkedIn, but that's not in their files in the office. So those are some
gotcha.
things I would suggest to people with resumes.
That's right. I was helping my older daughter with her resume recently, and she had her picture in it, and I I regard her as a beautiful young lady, but I asked her to take it off for that very reason. Well, thanks for sharing that intel with us, Bobbiette.
Absolutely, Tony. My pleasure.
Oh, and thank you for coming to join us today on uh, AdTastic on the Daily Ad Brief platform. You can find out more about Bobbiette Swanson and her services at dailyadbrief.com. See you soon.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.